Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go!
Hey, no, easy.
Check 41.
Hey, G, what's up?
Cousins on first down. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play fake. Cousins rolling to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 18 more yards there and another first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Mike,
listen to me.
Mike, 51. Oh, get him.
Gun.
Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
We got this.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 99. Check.
Yeah, Liz.
Now Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
55 to Mike.
Over.
Check your hot read.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Check 30. Turnover. Let's get that ball.
Watch the edge. Mike 55, Mike 55.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mike 50. 65.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's our time. 41 Mike. I hope you brought your...
Hey, Steamer. Gun.
41's Mike.
Man, that's trash.
Cousins. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Cousins now. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
41's to Mike.
6. Move.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
Mike 41. They've got to wedge that, huh?
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right.
You got tape.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
Go!
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
41's the mic. 41's the merge. Check 41.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Blue 58.
Wild Bill.
Look at it! Green 18.
Watch 55. All right.
Here we go.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Out. Hey,
Mike.
Watch edge.
Box it. Motion.
From the shotgun again to Jones. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Green 18.
Mike 50. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Alert 3.
Team Mike.
50, Mike.
Hey,
50.
we're not going. Get 300. Get 300.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm on. 58.
Following the interception, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go, Mike 51. Gun.
Now Cousins.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. We own them.
This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
I got it. Check.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey. Watch twist.
Get 300. Back north.
Now it's Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. the Vikings now to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out.
They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
58's the mic. Come to our world. We want that.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
51's the mic.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This will make it into the end zone. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by George Iloka. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Let's keep moving.
Alert flare.
On play action, Cousins steps away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Check 20.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
18.
Check 55 to Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check. Check. Check.
Inside.
55. Mike 55. All day, baby. All day.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
25. Check 25.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
I got it.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 21.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 51 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 33 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
I'm coming, baby.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Over. Check 50, check 50. Easy.
Now Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
This defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat, he did the rest. Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful. We saw a touchdown, too. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Let's go, baby.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Here we go again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Play fake. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Mike's 50, Mike.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Sponge, no!
Rodgers now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. A.J. Dillon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Yellow.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Watch the curl.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 41.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
It's a party now.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Shift. Plant.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Minnesota, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.